One of the most satisfying feelings in football is without a doubt hitting the perfect ping. Pinging a ball 40, 60, 70, 80 yards diagonal, down the line, just hitting a teammate in stride is honestly one of the best feelings you can get in the game of football. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to hit and train the perfect ping. In my opinion, the best way to work on your long balls, your pings, is, off a wall. A big wall like that. For me, I have a big fancy indoor facility. I've said this on other videos as well, but growing up, I used to use the side of an elementary school. It was all brick. There was no real windows on it, so I couldn't break a window, and it was perfect. Just hit the ball off the brick wall, and it came right back to me. So can you find yourself a nice big wall, maybe a handball court where you can drive balls off it and have it come back to you? You don't really want to use a goal because obviously you got to go get the ball every time. That's a pain. You don't get many reps. You're going to get tired. And a lot of times you don't have a friend. That's ideal to have a friend ping a ball back and forth with. But if you don't have a friend, you need to find a nice big wall to play off of. That's the first thing you have to do. Let's go into the details of the ping. Well, why do you need the ping? Sometimes you might have someone wide open, but you might have a defender in the way. You have to be able to drive a ball over their head to find your teammate's feet, find their chest. That's why you have to be able to hit a long ball in the air. So next up, let's go over the technique. The technique. When you're pinging a ball, you should have backspin on it, meaning when this ball is spinning in the air, it should be rotating like this. A lot of backspin. Backspin on the ball. When I train a lot of clients and we work on pings, a lot of times, especially with their weak foot, you see a lot of hook on the ball. The ball is hooking. You want that when you're doing whip and serving and crossing corner kicks. You want that side spin. But for a ping, you want that ball traveling straight. Have that backspin. So the technique. When the ball is down, you want to use your laces and you want to hit, I'll give you an angle where you can see my foot, and you want to hit the bottom of the ball and you want to come through the ball. As I come through the ball is going to start to spin backwards as I come through it, and it'll continue to spin. So come over here really quick. I'll do a quick demo. Before I do the big, long pings, if you've ever done a grass cutter or a daisy cutter, which is basically a ping but on the ground, you have that same rotation, where I'm not going to hit it very, very hard. I'm trying to get the spin. You come here, and you can tell you have that backspin. If I back up a little bit farther, the ball will have more time to skip. So I'm here, the ball is like skipping, just like a rock skipping across water, but it has that backspin on it. Backspin, nice and soft, they're showing you the spin as it goes there. A lot of times, people go for that ping, and they end up getting too much hook on it like that. That's not what you want, so make sure you get that backspin. Now, let me show you a couple examples. I'll try to do some good ones here. I'm gonna aim for this wall right here, try to hit it in between the blue padding, and I don't know if you really can see on that screen, but there's some white circles up there. I'm trying to keep it under the circles, but above the blue padding. Again, a good way to practice this, you don't really want to do free kicks. I wouldn't leave the ball dead and just hit like goal kicks and free kicks. I would definitely take a touch, make it more realistic, get the ball rolling, and then try to ping it. And ping the ball off that. You saw that one was driven. It was hit very hard. It's on a line. It's going to make it to my target very, very quickly. Another mistake I see people do is this. Yes, that had some good backspin on it. It was straight, but I say that ball has snow on it. What's that mean? It means it's coming out of the clouds. It's so high, it's floated. By the time it gets there, someone's going to run and pick it off before it even gets to my teammate. So you don't want to have snow on it, which means the ball is floated. It's in the air forever. Can you work on touching it and really driving it? Driving it. More of a line drive to that wall. I'll give you one more. I gave you one earlier. That was two. Just roll it out of your feet and ping it. Looking for that line drive. Okay? That's the ping. As you probably know, I'm left-footed. So those three examples were pretty good, but they were my left foot. If I'm training on my own, you got to make sure you can ping a ball with your weak foot as well. It's very common to see someone who has a rope, a nice ping with their good foot, but when they go with their bad foot, they can't help but have a little bit of hook. Why do they have a little bit of hook? We all know without enough training, your ankle on that weaker side just feels more uncoordinated. So when you put yourself in that laces position, it almost feels like your ankle's gonna like break. Not literally, but you know what I mean. You don't feel confident locking it. So you'll see left-footed players with their right foot and right-footed players with their left foot end up doing this instead. And you can tell. Again, it had snow on it again. It wasn't completely spinning sideways, but it definitely had a hint of hook on it. You can see again, it has a hint of hook. That ball is not completely back spinning. It's floated, it's not driven, and it has a little bit, even that one, that was a better example. That had more of that side spin on it. We don't want that. I'm showing what most people struggle with. With their weak foot, that ball is spinning a little bit this way. So right now, let me see if I can get a few good ones with my right foot and try to drive it. Again, that had the backspin, but I would say too much snow. That ball was floated, it caught the end of my foot, it wasn't the cleanest. A little bit better. That ball was driven, but what was the problem with that one? That's not where I was aiming, right? I'm trying to go right above that blue padding, so that one probably got picked off with someone's head. A little bit higher, drive, there you go, money. So that's why you gotta practice. I'm not right-footed. What was the first one? Way too high, snow. What was the second one? Too low. The third one was just right. Now, if I'm on my own, I'd stop here and I would just do it again and again. I went 1 for 3. Next 3 reps, can I go 3 for 3? That's what you want to work on, your consistency. Nobody wants a guy who pings a good ball 1 out of 4 times. If you're a really good player on your team, and say we're attacking this way and you have the ball and you get your head up, and everyone knows you're like the best passer on your team, your teammates are going to be running hard because they know you're going to hit them on the foot, on the run, perfect pass every single time. If you're a bad passer, when you take your touch, your teammates aren't even gonna run because they know you're probably gonna miss them. So make sure you have that technique so you can be a consistent pinger of the ball. Okay, quick little refresher. What did we just talk about with the ping? The important aspects to a ping. We didn't really talk about this, but obviously you wanna be on an angle when you're pinging the ball. You don't wanna be straight on. You can't really ping a ball like that. So get a good angle when you take your touch. Obviously use your laces and come through the ball to get that backspin. Do not come around the ball and get that whip. That's for a completely different situation. And the other thing is driving it. Can you drive it straight? You don't want it curving. You want it going on a straight line right to its target. Use your left foot, use your right foot, find a nice big wall, and make sure you get that done. So now I'm gonna try to put all those tips to the test. I'm gonna do 3 pings with my left, 3 pings with my right, all in a row, and let's see how many I can get. Okay, left foot first. But this is how you want to train too. I'm not going to stop this time. I count that as a make. You can even alternate feet when it comes back. That's why you need a wall. Look, there's no running. The ball comes right back to me. Not bad. 2. But it's a great way. You wouldn't want to rush, save your legs, but just work your technique. 3. Very important, have both feet. Oh no! Man, that one stings. Now, I gotta get the next 2. If I don't go 5 out of 6, I'm a scrub. That was a terrible technique on that right-footed one. 5. Last one, this is number 6. Make up for the right foot. And 6. Okay, so I liked how that one worked out. It shows that we're not all perfect. That one was really bad, not even close. So again, you don't want to kick 100 in a row. If you do that, you're going to get tired. Your technique's going to go bad. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do 6. Can I get 6 out of 6? If not 6 out of 6, can I get 5 out of 6, right? Then you take a break, maybe do some juggling while you're recovering, some different touches, catch your breath. Then once you feel like you're ready to go again, okay, I'm good now. Maybe you stop and you start a second set, okay? You don't want to get tired. It's not about getting fit from this. It's about working technique. So same thing in golf. If you watch real golfers go to the driving range, they take their time. They really work on their swing. They're not rushing it. If you watch me go to the driving range, meaning I'm not a golfer, I'm trying to get through my bucket as fast as possible. I put the ball down, I'm trying to crank it. Next ball down, I'm trying to crank it because I'm not a golfer. I'm just trying to hit it far, that's it. Real golfers, they analyze their swing, they put the ball down, they think about it, why'd that one go wrong, then they fix it. So the same thing should be your approach to when you're working your technique, whether you're shooting or playing your passes. Can you get that technique right? So today was all about that ping, getting that backspin, and right now I gotta do one more to make up for that bad miss. It's really bothering me. There you go. That made up for my right foot miss earlier. That's 6 makes. And from there, I'm gonna call it a day. It's your turn. Go home. Not really go home. I probably don't have a wall at home. Go find a school, go find a park somewhere. Find a good wall you can use and go practice. The ping is a pass you must have in your locker if you wanna reach the highest level. Enjoy it, have fun, keep practicing, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.